So let's continue where we left off. Let's go to race number 3 in our season with Ferrari. Okay, so it's 11 days until the Albert Park race. And we've got 3 emails in our inbox. So this is the Saudi GP debrief. And on a separate note, our telemetry shows that engine cooling of car 1, that's Leclerc, could be better. That's the same thing that they said after the first race. And we've got a new part coming up in maybe 1 race time or 2 races time, maybe after Imola, before or after Imola, that will improve the cooling of Leclerc's car. So I don't think we need to look at that. And the reaction performance of Sainz could be improved. Yeah, that's something we need to upgrade with the development points, which we don't have right now. So in terms of debrief, there's not much we really have to do. And the second email says, congratulations. Yeah, we won the race in Saudi Arabia, but Sainz's car crashed, so we only finished with 1 car. It does improve the board's confidence, which is good. That means we don't get sacked. And post-race overview. Currently Leclerc is leading the Drivers' Championship with a healthy 51 points. That's a win and another win with the fastest lap, equaling 51 points. Verstappen is following behind in P2 with 33 points, ahead of Lewis Hamilton in P3 with 21 points. So Sainz is not even in the top 3. We should definitely change that. And hopefully we can in Australia. So let's continue. Important email. Okay, let's check. Urgent. We have a low number of our manufactured suspension F22-1 design. The design is currently fitted in car 2. And if we have an unlucky race weekend, we might run out entirely. So they're talking about the suspension. We only have 3. So I guess we need to manufacture a new car part. They talked about the suspension. And we installed a new Spec 2 suspension on Leclerc's car. So maybe we should go for that one. Build like 5 more. Build 5 more suspensions. Why not? I mean, the budget is there. I've got 36.4 million. Let's see. There's another urgent. Oh yeah, that was it. And if we go to the warehouse, then we can check what we have. Yeah. So let's continue. Oh, there's a design complete. Another important email. Our gearbox is in poor condition. The gearbox that we've installed on car 2, which is Sainz's car, is in poor condition and suffering reduced performance. That might be because of the DNF, because he smashed into the wall at the Jeddah circuit. So please consider replacing it soon to avoid failing during a race. Yeah, we don't want another DNF. Just so that you're aware, there is a limit on how many copies of this car part, the gearbox, we can use each season. If we exceed that, we'll face a grid penalty. Yeah, I believe we can only use 4 gearboxes, in an entire season. And because Sainz DNF'd, we can switch to a new one without incurring a penalty. Because I believe usually you need to complete at least 6 races with 1 gearbox. So we've got 3 gearboxes in the warehouse for Sainz. Let's change to the next one. Install on car 2. Okay, so Sainz has got a new gearbox and a lower probability of DNFing in the race. Okay, we've completed a chassis C2 design. Let's see. So if we go to car 1, aerodynamics, chassis, now we've got C1 equipped. If we change, there it is, C2. That's the one that we wanted to develop. I think it's earlier than expected that it's completed now, because I thought it would be before or after Imola, but hey, I'll take it. So we will have improved cornering and improved engine cooling, which is what they asked for, and slightly higher top speed, but that's not noticeable. So let's install the chassis on, we can't install it yet, we only have the design, so we need to manufacture it first. So let's manufacture 6, so we can install 2, and then we've got 4 spare parts. Normal in 5 days, and the Australian Grand Prix is in 2 days, so we could rush it or even make it an emergency, and that'll cost a lot, but let's just rush it. Then we will definitely have it before the, what is it, Imola Grand Prix, the 4th one? I think it is. Okay, let's rush it. 675,000. Yep, we'll do that. So we're now manufacturing the new chassis parts. And we've got an important email. What's that? There's a race preview. We're leading the Constructors Championship and we're leading the Drivers Championship. So that's all good. Okay, chassis design complete. Yeah, they are asking me to manufacture it. We're already doing that. So let's go to the race weekend. Another important email. So the Australian Grand Prix is almost here. I wanted to make sure that the team's prepared before we leave. Check the circuit info, check the performance targets, and check that the car builds are using the best car part designs. I believe they are. So let's see what's in here. Performance targets. Reach Q3. That should be doable. Finish the race in at least 2nd position with both drivers. So they want a 1-2. Whew. Okay. And qualify 4th or higher for 2 races in a row with at least 1 driver. Yeah, we could do that. So 4th or higher. So this race target, that's a tough one. But we're gonna try. We're gonna try and get a 1-2 in Australia. Okay, let's go to the race weekend.
Welcome to Melbourne for a weekend of fierce competition. We're a stone's throw from the beach here at the Albert Park circuit. It might be party mood in the grandstands, but in the paddock, expectations and tensions are high. The Albert Park circuit is bursting with rapid corners and a long straight where drivers can push their speed to the limit. Good attention to medium speed downforce will likely make beating this beast of a track just a little bit easier. At this early stage in the season, there are still plenty of opportunities for things to change. In this sport, there simply are no guarantees. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Formula One.
Okay, so we've got the revamped Albert Park circuit in this game as well. So let's continue, and we're preparing for free practice 1, and we got a lot of soft tires, some medium, some hard. Now in the last race, a one stop was good enough. I'm not sure if it will be the case again this time, but we're gonna try. So I want to have at least one set of each compound. So let's go out on mediums first. Oh yeah, they are locked, the ones for the race. That's good. Car setup. Traction is a bit high, so why don't we change that a bit. Yeah, this is all fine. Let's try this out. Run plan 15 laps. And let's do the same for signs. Medium tires. Car setup. I'm trying to get all of these right in the middle of those bars, and after a while we'll get some feedback from the drivers to see if the setup is any good. So let's go to free practice 1.
Radio check.
Yeah, radio is good.
Green light.
Now let's bring out Sainz. And let's also bring out Leclerc. There's Sainz, and you can see Leclerc in the pit lane in the background. So they will be doing a run plan of 15 laps. Yep, this is the new layout. There's no chicane anymore. So let's switch to the map view and skip ahead a few laps. See if the drivers will give us some feedback. They are learning the track and they're getting used to the car setup that they're using.
We've just had a spin. Let's have a look.
Oh, someone's
All
spun.
eyes on Kevin Magnussen here. What a spin! And the team had such high hopes today. What a shame.
Don't worry, guys. Not all is lost. Okay, so this is Leclerc. Can we see some of the feedback already? I don't think so. Setup confidence. Is that 2 out of 5? I think that's like 2 out of 5 because they're still on the run, on their 15 lap run, and they still need to complete more than half of that run. So let's switch to the map view again. Speed up. No, I don't want to pause. I was just messing with the buttons a bit. So we're getting quite some feedback. We can't read it yet, I think.
Update when you can.
Oh, here we go.
I think we should be satisfied with the step we've done, at least here.
Okay, good.
Copy.
So let's speed up again. Heading to the garage. So Leclerc's coming in, as well as Sainz. There they are. What's that? A Sainz invalid configuration?
Charles, pit lane.
Copy. And we need speed limiter on.
Oh, there's no fuel. Okay, that makes sense. So this is Sainz's setup, and he's given us some feedback. He says oversteer good, braking stability good, cornering great, so let's keep that one. Traction good, straights bad. Okay. Now, what do we change? Do we want to get it closer to the middle? Maybe switch the rear wing a bit. If we drop the rear wing even by 1 or a half, it might improve the straight line speed by a lot. So let's do that. Now I want to change the run plan. Let's do 5 laps or 3. 3 is good enough. Hopefully he'll give us some feedback then already. So we need to reconfigure Leclerc's car as well. Okay, his feedback is quite good. It's good, great, good, great, good. So what do we change? Do we do the same? Do we drop the rear wing? We could do that. Okay, this is what we had. We drop the rear wing. Okay, let's keep it like this. Do a run plan of 3 laps. So we're still reconfiguring. Let's speed that up a bit. And then we can send out signs again. There he goes. It's quite busy out on track. So let's send out Leclerc now. He'll come out before Tsunoda, hopefully. If he hurries up, I don't think he does. Let's see. Leclerc's right there. Yeah, he's still ahead. Okay. That's good. So they will need to do 3 laps now. And looking at the charts, it's Ferrari 1-2 at the moment. I don't know which tires the other ones are driving on. On softs even. Did they do the fastest lap on softs? Maybe they're running more fuel. Could be anything. Because I'm not expecting to be half a second clear of even Red Bull. But who knows? Who knows? So Sainz probably started his first lap of this run. There he is. So let's skip ahead a bit until they've completed their runs. Oh, they're already heading back. That's quick. So let's check what Sainz has to say. He hasn't run enough on the new setup yet. So we need to get him out for some more laps, I think. Let's just get him out there for 15 laps again. And there's Leclerc. He's coming in right now. There he is.
Copy. Speed limiter on and speed limiter on.
No speeding in the pit lane, please. Not like Spa. So we need to reconfigure Leclerc again. Okay, first let's send out Sainz. Then we reconfigure Leclerc. Oh, the straights is bad now. So I dropped the rear wing, but he doesn't like it. So we'll switch it back. We'll switch it back. No worries. And we'll get you out for 14 laps. Because you're a bit behind on schedule compared to Sainz. So Sainz is going out already. And the team is still reconfiguring Leclerc's car. Yeah, he's got quite some space now, Sainz. Not a lot of traffic in front of him and behind him. So that's good. Let's send out Leclerc as well. And let's skip ahead again. See what happens after they've completed this run. So their track acclimatization is going up. The car parts knowledge is quite high, so that's good. And Leclerc's back on his previous setup, the first setup that we used. Sainz is still on his second setup.
Yeah, very poor grip, I don't know why.
Okay, his tires are going off.
Copy.
How are the tires?
Yeah, Ferrari engineer, how are the tires?
The tires are dead.
There we go.
Copy.
Can we try something with the tires?
Yes, we can, but not right now. Let's see if they can try and complete their run with these mediums. They're doing a lot of laps on these. Sainz's tires are already at 20%.
Priority now is tires, as you know.
Copy.
Yeah, do we go in already? Let's ignore for now. Ignore. So let's do one more lap or so. So Sainz is confident with the new setup. That's good. And let's call the car in right now, because his tires are pretty much done. Now where's Leclerc? He's still doing a run. Oh, he's right there. His tires are 12%. Oh, he's also coming in. So let's reconfigure Sainz's car. He's happy with the setup. The cornering is optimal. And we've got two great ones and two good ones. I'm fine with that. Let him just keep this setup and build confidence. Do we go out fourth time? Let's do that in the second free practice. No, I don't change anything. Let's just skip ahead to the end of the free practice. Okay, so Red Bull's come closer to us. I mean, Max at least. He's within a tenth of Leclerc's fastest time. So just a couple more minutes until FP1 is over. And then we could use FP2 for long runs perhaps. And FP3 for qualifying runs. Okay, final minute. A lot of the cars have come in already. Okay, FP1 is over. And we're in first and third. So that's not too bad at all. Here we go. So Verstappen's fastest time was on a medium as well. Oh, and Leclerc's Perez is close on hard tires. So I wouldn't be surprised if Red Bull is actually faster than us. I wouldn't be surprised at all. And the track acclimatization is 25% now. Car parts knowledge is at 90 for Leclerc. Maybe that's because he's got new chassis, new suspension or something. and Sainz hasn't. Setup confidence is quite alright. Let's go to FP2. Oh, on Saturday there's light rain. Ooh, okay. That could be interesting. So FP2. Let's do long runs on hard tires. Run plan like 30 laps. And let's do the same for Sainz. Hard tires. Run plan 30 laps. Let's go to FP2.
Radio check.
Yeah, all good.
Green light.
Okay. FP2 is on the way. Let's send out Leclerc. Let's get him a bit further up the road before we send out Sainz. Now Sainz is also going. So they've got fresh hard tires fitted to their car. They've got over 50 kilos of fuel. They'll be able to do a long run now. So let's switch to the map view and skip ahead. Let's see what times they will set. 1:21.7. Hamilton's faster right now, but he's on soft tires, so that makes sense that Hamilton is faster. There's Checo, over 6/10 faster than us, also on soft tires, but Verstappen is on hard tires, so he might be quicker than us this weekend. He's even faster than Checo right now. Let's see. So the track acclimatization of Sainz is going up. Same for Leclerc. What is yellow flag? It's gone already. So both drivers are doing their runs. How much fuel do they have? 30 kilos. So they're putting in a lot of mileage. I think that should be good for their setup confidence. Track acclimatization as well. And we're not too far behind Verstappen in terms of pace, but he might be too quick for us. We should be able to beat Checo. But we had a goal of finishing 1-2 this race weekend. I'm not too sure if we can actually achieve that. So both of our drivers are close to finishing up their runs. And we're 1/10 behind Verstappen right now on the leaderboard. Okay, the drivers have come in. They're in the pits. Let's reconfigure the car. Yeah, so these setups, I'm not willing to change that much about these setups anymore. We could try, but at the end of FP2, no, let's just leave it. Let's go to the end of this session, and then we go to FP3 and we do some runs on the soft tires. Maybe we can change some minor stuff of the setups in FP3, but I'm not willing to change that much anymore because it looks like both drivers are quite satisfied with the setups. If we can find like 1 or 2 tenths of pace, that's good, but I don't want to ruin the setups we have right now. Okay, 5 more minutes. A lot of the cars are in the box. So let's go to the end of the session. I'm not gonna reconfigure the cars anymore. Let's see what happens in FP3. Maybe there's rain, so maybe we won't be able to do our qualifying runs on softs. End of the session. And Verstappen's fastest on softs, and we're behind them on the hard tires. So that's not too bad at all. Maybe those car setups we've got right now are good enough for a 1-2. And the track acclimatization has gone up. Performance bonuses. Okay, that's always good. So the drivers will be performing better.
We return for the next day of our highly anticipated race weekend, which sees the end of practice and the start of qualifying. Whoever said every second counts clearly hadn't revelled in the sport of Formula One, where grid positions can be decided by thousandths of a second. The drivers competing today are amongst the finest in the world, but the margins are even finer. And as you can probably guess, there is no margin for error. What does today have in store? Only time will tell.
Okay, so FP3 preparations. We're expecting some rain somewhere today. It might be during FP3, it might be during qualifying. Hopefully in FP3. But we'll see. Let's get the cars out on softs. And I mean, if we can go out on softs, that means it's dry, so we might as well change some small parts of the setup. There's not that much that I can change that really looks like a improvement. Maybe it is, but I also don't want to turn these greats into goods, for example, or even bad. So let's try out just one click to the left on the anti-roll. Let's try that out. See what happens. And for signs, let's check the car setup. And this is looking quite good. One click to the left on the front wing. I believe, yeah, we might be changing the optimal too much. Not sure. Yeah, let's do that. One click to the left on the front wing. Let's see what happens. Just about trying some stuff out. Let's go to FP3.
Wait a sec, Carlos, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
So that's Leclerc going out. And let's send out Sainz as well. There he goes. So they both have slightly altered setups. But if those setups are not good enough or not an improvement compared to the old ones, then we'll just switch back. So they're doing a 15 lap run on those soft tires. I think that's quite a long run for these tires. So let's see how long they will hold on with these, because you can already see in the bottom that the tire life is declining very rapidly. Leclerc has done a slow lap, very slow laps. Leclerc is not doing fast laps. Oh, there it goes. I think he was stuck behind traffic. Now he's got free air. And he's close to Sainz, ahead of Sainz even, in terms of pace. And we're also ahead of the both Red Bulls. Everybody's running on softs inside the top 10. So that's a fair comparison. Okay, they're close to finishing up their runs. Tire life is at 40%. So yeah, you can't do a lot more than 15 laps on these soft tires. So for a one stop it will probably be...
I have no front grip at all.
Copy.
Okay.
We can change tires, right? Yeah, very poor grip, I don't know why.
Oh, I do.
Okay.
What do we do?
You finish your run and then we box for new tires. How about that? So Leclerc is done with his run. And Sainz is finishing up his 15th lap as well. So we'll get them back into the box. Traffic, traffic, traffic. So after 15...
Update when you can.
Yes, guys. Getting better and better.
Okay, copy.
Nice. Nice.
Charles pit lane.
Understood? Speed limiter on, speed limiter on.
Yeah, in the pit lane.
Yeah, understood.
Well, let's check what happened. So we've got 3 great feedback points now. What is it that we changed? We changed the anti-roll distribution, I believe. So I'm not sure if it's actually a lot better, because his braking stability, for example, is now outside of the optimal setup range. So maybe we switch it back, but he's confident with this setup, so not sure. Maybe we... that's a big change in straight line speed. The rear wing. Maybe we drop the camber a bit. Well, let's just try. Tires. We've got a lot of spare soft tires. So run plan, I don't know, 10 laps. Let's do that on new softs with the new setup. Let's reconfigure Sainz's car as well. What does he say? Oh, the braking stability he doesn't know yet. What did we change? The front wing, right? We changed the front wing. So he did 15 laps, but he doesn't have a setup confidence yet. Maybe we should just switch back to the old one, because it was quite good. His setup confidence was like 78%. So we'll switch back to the old one. We'll slap on some new soft tires. And we'll also do a run plan of 10 laps. So reconfiguring the car. Speed up a bit. Oh, it's taking long for Leclerc. How come? Why is it taking so long? So let's send out Sainz already. Why is it taking so long for Leclerc? Don't know. I don't know. So we're already starting Sainz's second run of this free practice session. And I think we need to wait a couple minutes before Leclerc's ready. So let's skip ahead. It's taking a very long time. Don't know what happened. Okay, we can send out Leclerc right now. It took like 5 minutes or so. There he goes. He's close to Hamilton, right behind him. So hopefully he won't have any traffic during his run. And Sainz is right behind Russell. He will only have to do a couple more laps. He's almost done. So let's see what he has to say. This is final lap. One more, I think. Yep. Okay, so Sainz is done with his 10 lap run. Let's see. So the cornering's optimal. And oversteer and braking stability are great, and traction and straights are good. I'm just gonna keep it like this. I mean, he's happy. We even have one optimal setting, so let's switch to brand new soft tires and do a 3-lap run plan. Yeah, let's do it like this. And Leclerc still doing his runs. Where is he? He's right there. Behind. Is that Checo? Yeah, that's Checo. So we're now 4/10 ahead of Red Bull. Sainz and Leclerc are very close together in terms of pace. Usually Leclerc's a bit quicker than Sainz, but I think because Sainz has got more setup confidence, he's now closed that gap. Okay, let's skip to the end of Leclerc's run as well. Where is he? There he is. Heading to the garage.
Box. Copy understood. And speed limiter on.
So it's getting a bit darker now. Let's reconfigure. Okay, so braking stability is optimal. Traction is great, oversteer is good, but we don't really have a good setup confidence number yet. So I'm gonna keep this setup and hopefully it'll be good enough. We'll slap on some new soft tires, do a 3-lap run before the rain comes in. Send out signs already. And let's send out Leclerc as well. Let's skip ahead. And they're doing 3 laps on brand new soft tires, so hopefully they should be quicker. There we go. We're even quicker now. 7/10 ahead of Red Bull. Ooh, Verstappen's getting faster. Leclerc did a 1:19.9. Whew. Okay, let's skip to the end of FP3. Looks like it's still dry. So there might be rain on the way. They're in qualifying. Not sure. Haven't seen any in FP3 yet. And they said there would be light rain on Saturday. But I'm not sure how accurate the weather forecast is in this game. So 2 minutes until FP3 is over. 1 minute. And that's it. Skip ahead until everyone's in pit lane. And boom, that's us. Ferrari 1-2. But it's only free practice. More than 6/10 ahead of Red Bull. Almost a second ahead of Perez. Now that's some pace. If we can copy that going into qualifying, whew, I will be happy. Okay, so what was the qualifying target? Reach Q3, and the qualifying streak was qualify 4th or higher for 2 races in a row with at least 1 driver. Okay, so Q1. I'm inclined to go out with mediums, because I'm not planning on using 2 sets of medium tires during the race. Then we can use 1 set of mediums in Q1, 1 set of softs in Q2, and 1 set of softs in Q3. Let's do that. Let's use the mediums in Q1. I mean, we'll be able to go through. If we can't get a P15 finish with mediums, something's horribly wrong. Okay, so Q1 on mediums. Let's go.
And radio check.
Radio check, okay.
Here we go. Both Ferraris are going out at the start of Q1. And there in the top right it says 60% chance of rain in 5 minutes. I think it's a good thing we're already going out. And let's see, how much fuel do we have? It doesn't really say. But I think we're only doing 1 fast lap and then they pit again. So let's skip until the start of this lap. Let's see, is Leclerc too close behind Sainz? No, it's alright. It's alright. Are those raindrops? Or is that just some dust on the lens? I think it's still dry, right? In 3 minutes, it might start to rain. I think we're right on time. Not sure if Leclerc has some advantage of being behind Sainz. I think he's a bit too far to be in the slipstream. Yeah, maybe he's got some advantage. He's like a second behind him, something like that. He will have some advantage of the slipstream. Let's see who's quicker. I'm gonna say Leclerc's quicker because of the slipstream. So Sainz won 19.1, Leclerc won 18.9. 18.9, okay, on mediums. And it's 1 minute until there's possibly some rain. We'll see. Let's skip ahead.
So, reporting a lot of rain.
Okay, it's raining now. We are right on time with our Q1 run. Right on time. Not a lot of cars went out right away.
Really? Okay.
So yeah, what do? I think our first run in Q1, even on mediums, is good enough. Is anyone out on the track? Oh yeah, they are. Let's see. They're out on softs. Anyone out on rain tires? Looks like everybody's on dry tires. The setup confidence of Sainz is 78%, I believe, and Leclerc's setup confidence is it was 74, but he's got a new setup right now, which is hopefully better, but I'm not sure. Ah, there's Alonso. He's on intermediates. It's not like he's gonna beat us. I would be very surprised. I think we're good, so let's just skip ahead until the end of Q1. I think it's still raining. The top right, you can see it's still raining. Oh, now it's sunny.
And no more rain. Let me know on track conditions.
Copy.
So there's still some cars out there on intermediates while the track is drying up. With a bit of luck, they can do a dry run as well in Q1. But I'm not gonna go out anymore. I mean, we could on the same medium tires at the very end if we have to. Let's see. Just gonna skip forward a bit. Albon and Vettel didn't even set a time. Okay, Vettel did now. Where's Albon? Oh, he's out there. He's out there. He's doing his lap. There he is. Albon P9. Whew. What tire is he running? Let's see. On intermediates. Well, the track is drying up. Okay. That's not too bad. Albon going for points. Okay, let's see. So let's skip ahead. Are people doing a run? Yep. Everybody's doing a run. But I'm staying in. See what happens. End of the session. And we're still 1-2. Russell improved. Latifi P6 at the moment. That's not gonna last long. So is it still? Yeah, it's still dry. But a lot of the cars are out on intermediates. What? Okay, so the track's not dry enough to do a lap on the dry tires with. So it's good that we stayed out. I mean, stayed into the pits. Otherwise, we might have just spun off and qualifying would be over for us. So we're through to Q2 on mediums, just before the rain hit us. Now let's see what happens in Q2. Hopefully it stays dry. Okay, they want us to start on intermediates. And look at that. Leclerc's setup confidence has gone up from 74 to 82. So that's great. And the good thing about a wet Q2 is that we are now saving one set of softs, because the race is gonna be dry if the weather forecast is correct. And in the bottom right you can see there's light rain and almost a millimeter of rain on the track. So yep, we're using intermediates. Now let's go to Q2.
I'm ready to check.
Now what do we do?
All good.
Do we wait? So in 5 minutes it's gonna rain harder, looks like. So I'm gonna go out. Did it freeze? Or did I? No, I paused it.
Yes, confirm, raining.
Okay.
I was like, what? Why is nothing happening? Like the game froze, but somehow I paused it. Okay, rainfall 1.5 millimeters. So it's getting worse. It's getting worse and worse. Now let's see how far behind is Sainz. Okay, that's a big enough gap. Track rubber is very low, track grip is low. Now let's hope they don't spin or anything. And it looks like the rain is only getting worse. Yeah, it's evening off a bit now. Rainfall is 1.7. Nope, it's going up again. Okay, they should just do their runs as fast as possible. When it's 4 millimeters, it's time for wets. Okay, that's good to know. And let's see what the weather does during Q2. So let's skip ahead a bit. Leclerc starting his lap right now. And the rainfall is 2 millimeters. So that's fine. And Sainz is starting his lap as well. That's purple, because we're probably the first one to even set a sector at a time. I think we are. Okay, Sainz is just a bit slower in the first sector. Let's see, second sector as well. There are no purple for Sainz yet. Now let's see. The rain might be evening off now. 2.1 millimeters. And Leclerc set a time of 23.9. Let's see about Sainz. He will be a bit slower, I guess. No purple sectors yet. So that will be a 24.1. 24.0. Just about. Yep, 24.0. Not too bad. Okay, looks like Leclerc is very quick with the new setup. Because he was on par and sometimes just behind Sainz with his previous setup, but he's back on top. He's the #1 driver again. So I wouldn't be surprised if we were able to win the Australian Grand Prix with Leclerc. So let's head back to the garage and keep an eye on the weather. So rainfall is 2.3 now, 2.4. So 10% chance of rain in 3 minutes. So then it will dry up. But I'm not sure if it will be dry enough for a dry run at the end of Q2. So I think it's dry now. Looks very dry, but there are still 2.5 millimeters of water on the surface. So
No more rain.
Okay.
so rain is gone, and the rainfall is falling. 2.1 millimeters. Do we make another run on the same tires? We could. Same tires. Give him some fuel. Send out. Send out. I'm going out on intermediates. Let's see what the others are doing. Let's see. Verstappen's out on intermediates. Same with Hamilton. Looks like basically everybody's out on intermediates. I mean, we're just out there to be sure we don't fall back to like P11, but I don't think that'll happen. I mean, I'd be surprised if we can even improve on our lap time, because the track is drying out quite quickly. So let's see, that's a lot of traffic. That is a lot of traffic. So Leclerc is starting his run right now. With a car in front and a car far behind him. Let's see if they can put in green or even purple sectors. With 1.4 millimeters of rainfall. That's purple for Leclerc. Oh, he's going for it. Just don't crash. Don't crash, Charles. Green sector for Sainz as well. And another purple sector for Charles. Oh, he is going for it. He's coming up on that Alpine. Another green sector for Sainz. Joe is in third. Look at that. Russell in second. Oh, the track's drying out all right. There's more grip. Checo P1, Hamilton P2. And Leclerc back on top. Sainz. Okay, back in P2. Just ahead of Max. Whew. So I think we would have been fine staying in, but it would have been close. Because we were just ahead of Joe. I think we would have been like P8 or 9 if we'd have stayed in. Whew. Okay, it's a good thing we went out for a second run in Q2. But it's very close with Max. Checo's always a couple of tenths down the road, but Max is right up there. Okay, and now Q3. So it's dry again. It is dry again. So yeah, why not softs? Q3. Do we go for one run or two runs? We could even do 2 runs on 2 sets of softs, because we've got 3 unused sets. So thank you, rain. The Q2 rain really helped us with that, saving a set of softs. Let's go, Q3, the battle for pole. With 12 minutes to go.
Radio check, Carlos. Can you hear me?
Yeah, all good here.
Green light.
Okay, there's a Mercedes going out already. Let's bring out Sainz as well. And wait a couple seconds. And then we bring out Charles. Let's switch to the map view. And there's Sainz starting his first Q3 run. Oh, there's some Red Bull traffic. Get out of there. That's terrible. I'm sure they did that on purpose. I know their tricks. But it's only Sainz. I mean, Leclerc's probably the one going for pole. He's usually a couple of tenths quicker. And he's also got more setup confidence this race weekend. But let's see what Sainz's time will be. Let's skip ahead a bit until the end of the lap. There he is, 2 corners to go. The track rubber is still very low, which makes sense because there was just a lot of rain on the track a couple of minutes ago. And Sainz has done a 19.4. Now let's check with Leclerc. He's faster, I'm sure. 19.0. That's not too bad on a track with low rubber. I mean, he can be faster. I believe he did a 18.9 earlier. So if we go out a second time at the end of Q3, the track will be more rubbered in, I'm sure. And we've got another set of softs lying around that we will most likely not use within the race. So let's slap on those new soft tires. And we'll go for pole once more, even though we're already 1-2.
Okay, copy. And we need speed limiter on, speed limiter on.
That's a big gap to Red Bull, 6 tenths. So we wait a couple minutes now. 6 minutes to go. Let's wait until like 3 minutes. I mean, we can already reconfigure the car though. So let's keep one of the set of softs for the race. Who knows, we could use it for a strategy or a fastest lap or whatever. So we'll slap on these soft tires. Run plan. Just one flying lap. Configure, and we'll do the same with the Sainz. New set of softs. One lap. And we'll skip ahead until like 2.5 minutes. And then we bring out Sainz. And after a while we also bring out Leclerc. Everybody's going out now. Okay, let's see. There are signs. He's got quite a big gap. Hopefully big enough. It's a bit busier for Leclerc. So Sainz is starting his lap. And there's Leclerc. No traffic for him. Looks quite good. Now let's check the sectors. Oh, he was a bit on the grass, Leclerc. I'm curious to see what the Red Bull drivers will do. I mean, track rubber is still very low, but I think there must be a bit more grip than there was 10 minutes ago. There must be. Okay, flags out. Everybody's on their final run, and Sainz is quicker than he was in his first run. He's got 2 green sectors. No purple sectors, but green might be good enough. Leclerc's purple in sector 2. Okay, Sainz. His last lap was... Ooh, Max is quicker. His last lap was 19.5. Oh, he's almost... Oh, almost faster than Max. And Leclerc... Where's Leclerc? There he is. Come on, Leclerc for pole. He's got it. Half a 10. 5/100ths of a second. And the top 3 within 1/10. The top 3 within 1/10 of a second. Now that's close. So we're starting on pole. On P1 and P3. And Max is very quick. Let's not underestimate him. Okay, that was qualifying.
Tension continues to build here as race day begins.
Ferrari performed brilliantly during qualifying and will be very pleased with their grid positions. But the challenge for them will be to keep the momentum going during the race. This weekend, Red Bull displayed promise during qualifying. Now they need to capitalize on their grid position and get a good race under their belts. A sunny day here with only a few clouds in the sky. If things stay this way, the weather shouldn't pose any challenges to the teams.
Exciting choices lie ahead then for the teams and their drivers here in Melbourne. So let's see what happens.
Okay, so it's Sunday, it's race day. And our race target is to finish the race in at least 2nd position with both drivers. So basically, they want us to score a 1-2. And with Max having the pace he's got right now, that's not gonna be easy. Now for the strategy. Strategy A, 1 stop, medium to hard. Strategy B is 18 seconds slower. It's a 2 stop with 2 sets of mediums. Do I even have 2 sets of mediums? I don't think so. And strategy C is basically strategy A, but alternative. Starting on the hards, 1 stop to the mediums. So the soft tires are not even coming into play. We could change the strategy B to switch the 3rd stint to softs. So that makes it a lot slower. Okay, yeah, the tires are dead by the time you're done with that stint. So if we extend it like this, and then stop a bit later, yeah, it's not a great strategy. Oh, I didn't even save it. So it was like this, update. Soft, hard, soft. Yeah, the soft stints are quite short, so you'd have to stop earlier than. It's not too bad. Soft, hard, soft. That's not too bad, but still slower than a one stop in theory. So let's go with a one stop, and we could always use a set of softs at the end of the race for a fast lap if the chance arises. And that's a big if, because we don't want things to go the way they did for Charles in Spa, where you go for the fast lap and you even lose out on P5. So medium to hard. Now for Sainz, we could start on hards. Why not choose the alternative strategy? Why not? And does it matter when we box? Lap 32, yeah, that's good enough. So we will start Charles on the mediums and Sainz on the hards, trying to do a one stop with both cars. Let's see.
Quite a few clouds overhead as we look at the lineup on the grid. And there is Charles Leclerc. P1 today. Let's see if they can take advantage of that position. And further back, there's Sainz. They're up in third position, tantalizingly close to pole. Everything's been building to this.
Let's go.
Brace yourselves for the Australian Grand Prix.
Get a good start, Charles.
And it's lights out and away we go.
Come on. Okay, he's got a good start. Still on P1. So Max is also on mediums. Let's see. Perez is also on mediums. Looks like everyone is starting on mediums. Okay, Magnussen on the hards as well. Almost everybody's on mediums. Now let's see what we can do. Maybe we can pull away. Let's set it to attack.
We need you to push now.
Copy.
Let's try and get at least 1 second ahead of Max. I don't want him to get DRS at the start of the next lap. Verstappen's got the fastest lap. How that's possible at the end of lap 1, I have no idea. Because he's still behind me. So 0.5 to Max. That's not good enough. Let's push with ERS as well. Point 7, 0.8.
DRS enable.
So Sainz still P3, that's good. One second to Max. And we do have the fastest lap at the moment. Okay, we're back with Charles. 1.1. So it's looking good. 1.2. No DRS for Max at the moment, but we are pushing. 1.3, 1.4. We might need to back off with our ERS after the straights. So Sainz is close to Max. There he is, alongside. That's P2. That's brilliant. Come on, Carlos.
Well done, Carlos.
Now let's keep Max behind. So we don't have to push that much anymore.
Just gained a place.
Yeah, we've seen it. We don't need to watch the replay. 1.3 between Charles and Carlos. We're still pushing the tires. And we need to go until lap 20, 25. Oh, Max is very close to Carlos. Just try and keep him behind. He's got DRS, but he's not overtaking. Carlos is keeping Max behind on his hard tires. That's brilliant. This is ruining Red Bull's plan for sure. .8. Oh, there's Max again. Oh yeah, he's ahead. He's flying past Carlos. Oh, and there's Checo already.
Red Bull gained a place.
Yeah, Max is back in P2. 1.3, 1.2 to Leclerc. So we need to watch out for Perez now. Let's be more aggressive.
Head down.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Leclerc is 1.4 ahead. Let's keep pushing like this. And see what happens. Let's see what happens. We're very close together with Max and Checo. Oh, we're back in P2.
Ferrari advance the race position.
Let's see
what happened there. Okay, here's the Ferrari. Gaining a position there. Oh, they make it look so easy. Back in the garage, the team absolutely loved it.
So Sainz is back, holding up. Max again. Oh, but not for long, maybe.
At the moment, we are the fastest car on track.
Leclerc's got a fast lap.
Sorry, guys.
Sainz is back in P3.
Red Bull moved up.
But Max is 2.2 behind Leclerc, so that's good. So let's keep Charles pushing. We're on lap 8 now, getting closer and closer to the pit window. And Sainz is driving aggressively. He needs to keep pressure on Max. And I think he's doing that quite well. So let's see what happens if we skip ahead a bit. Sainz is back in P2.
Let's take a look at the replay. Let's have another look.
On the start-finish straight.
The focus here.
Okay, nice. So we're in 1-2 right now.
Was a strong lap.
Yeah, good.
Max is pushing, but Sainz is faster. Max has got DRS now. But he's not going for the overtake. And there's a 2.2 gap to Charles. So this is looking really good. Just about 10 more laps until we pit. 10, 15 laps until we pit Charles. Okay, let's see. The Red Bulls might overtake Sainz again. But he's holding them up brilliantly. Yep, Perez is ahead now. Sainz is back ahead in P2.
Oh, and Ferrari just gained a place.
Oh, Checo's pitting. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? So he's already gone to the hard tires on lap 15. Okay. Now what do we do? I'm inclined to keep Sainz out there. Just so we can keep Max behind, but there's a 2-second gap. So do we pit Leclerc right now? I feel like it's too early. Let's wait a couple more laps. Can we check Checo's last lap time? Yeah, we can. So Leclerc's last lap time was 23.9. Let's see if we skip ahead. Another 23.9. Now for Checo's first lap. 31.0, that's his out lap. Okay, Leclerc has done a 23.8. And Perez did a 24.6. So he's not faster at the moment. So I'm staying out. I'm increasing the gap to Checo just by keeping these mediums on. And Sainz is 4 seconds behind Leclerc. And Max is almost 3 seconds behind Sainz. So it's looking really good. Sainz is pulling away. On his hard tires even. Now I'm gonna tell Leclerc to not attack.
We should slow down.
Yeah.
Just be aggressive. That's good enough. Otherwise the tires might go off before we are in our pit window. And Sainz's tires, yeah, that's fine. 67% left in terms of tire wear, tire life. So let's skip ahead a bit until Charles's pit window opens. That's right now. So Charles's pit window is now open. Let's check. Charles's last lap was 24.0 and Checo's last lap was 24.5. So he's still not quicker than us, even though our tires are quite far worn already. The pace is still good. We can do a couple more laps because we're at the start of our pit window. We don't have to pit right away yet. And Sainz is pretty comfortably in P2. 3.5 seconds in front of Max. There's Sainz right there. You can see a small red dot on the horizon. That's Sainz. And in front of him, that's Charles. So let's pit him at the end of lap 22 or so. We could even extend maybe, because the pace is really good. But I don't want to give Max too many opportunities to undercut. Oh, there's blue flags for Latifi. Max is like, blue flag, blue flag. So let's skip to lap 22. And let's pit Leclerc at the end of this lap. Yeah, the hard tires. Pit this lap.
Box now, box.
Okay, so the gap between Carlos and Max is already more than 4 seconds. That might be due to the blue flag of Latifi. He might have held up Max a bit. But Sainz's pace is just really, really good. He's definitely redeeming himself for what happened in the previous race in Jeddah. That was a weekend to forget for him.
Charles, pit lane.
Copy. Speed limiter on and speed limiter on.
So we're boxing. So hard tires. Verstappen's also pitting. He's on the same strategy as us. So he is around 8 seconds behind us. Ocon and Hamilton also in pit lane, but that's not as important for us. So Sainz is far ahead of the rest right now, leading the race. And he will be boxing in less than 10 laps, probably. Let's box him on the lap 32. That looks to be optimal. So Leclerc is 14 seconds behind Sainz right now. And 8 seconds in front of Max. Let's skip ahead until lap 30, 32. You can see the gap between Leclerc and Max. It's only increasing, so that's good. Leclerc still pushing. We still have him set to aggressive. And I think he can keep on that. Okay, into the pit window. We can keep Leclerc on aggressive for the entirety of this stint, because we've basically done the same with Sainz and his tires are still fine. With the pit window opening, he still has 45% of tire life left. So let's skip ahead to lap 32. There we go. So this is the optimal lap for pitting with our current strategy. And then we go for brand spanking new medium tires. And we pit this lap.
Pit confirm in box.
Yeah, help in the box.
Tires are getting a bit warm. Where can we see that? Car condition. Yeah, they're a bit warm, but it's okay. Gearbox is still at 87%, higher than the engine and the ERS, because we just switched to a new gearbox for this race. The previous one was quite damaged after Sainz hit the wall in Jeddah. Yellow, sector 3. What happened? Norris crashed. Several calls in.
Looks like there's been contact.
Okay, let's check. Let's
take
check.
a closer look. Now look at this. Daniel Ricciardo involved here.
Oh, Ricciardo as well. Oh, that's a lockup by Norris.
Here's the hit, and it's crystal clear who was in the wrong there.
Oh, he crashed into his teammate. Both McLarens in the pit right now.
Relay. Understood.
So why is Sainz already on mediums? He started on the hards. Did you see that? Right there? He was already on mediums. I'm not imagining things, right? So Sainz in P2 right now. 3 seconds, 2.7 seconds ahead of Max. And we're pushing. There's a gap of 10 seconds to Leclerc right now. So we don't even have to be aggressive anymore. But we need to push with Carlos, because we don't want to be giving Max DRS. So let's skip ahead and see what happens to the gaps. So the gap between Leclerc and Sainz is decreasing a bit.
Very good lap.
Which makes sense, because Sainz is on new mediums and he's pushing, he's driving aggressively, while Leclerc, he's on hard tires and he's not pushing anymore. He's just maintaining the gap. thinking about the tires. Doing a good job in P1. And the gap between Sainz and Max is increasing as well. It's 5 seconds now. So we're well on our way to score a 1-2. Let's see. 22 laps to go. The gap between both Ferraris is quite stable, and the gap between us and Red Bull is increasing. So it's looking really, really good. Okay, 8 seconds between Leclerc and Sainz. There's some cars pitting. They're probably on a 2-stop. That's my guess. Now we're more than 10 seconds ahead of Red Bull. How about that? Okay, 12 laps to go. And Sainz is pushing. He might even get close to Leclerc like this. I mean, do we even want to have our drivers fight for the win? I don't want to be the team principal that says, no, team orders, bring both cars home. Let them fight, just don't crash. So let's see what happens to the gap between both cars. So we've got a 6-second gap with 10 laps to go. The gap to Red Bull is only increasing. Oh, Checo's got a fastest lap now. It's difficult to get it back, but we could try. Oh, there's Leclerc again with the fastest lap. So they're all going for it. And the gap has stabilized, the gap between P1 and P2. It's still 6 seconds now. Now let's have Sainz back off a bit.
Slow down.
Copy.
So his tires are 34%. There's 34% of tire life left. That's not very much. So I don't want him to push too much anymore. And Checo's got the fastest lap right now. We could go for it, but I mean, we're in P1 and P2. That's 25 points and 18 points. I'll take those. That 1 point that they get, that's fine. But they've got P3 and P4. Four laps remaining. Let's skip ahead. And hopefully nothing strange happens. Leclerc's got some traffic.
Yeah, very poor grip, I don't know why.
There we go.
Copy then.
How are temperatures?
So his tire life is below 30%. So let's keep Sainz on the standard pace setting. Don't want him to push that much anymore. Leclerc's got a lot of traffic. And just 2 laps to go.
And 2 laps to go.
Blue flags, blue flags. There we go. Okay. Let's skip ahead to the final lap.
And last lap.
There we go. This might be a Ferrari 1-2. Some more blue flags. Those engine sounds are so good. So good. Okay, 3 more corners to go. That's Leclerc coming up to the start-finish line for a Ferrari victory and a possible Ferrari 1-2.
Checkered flag.
Well, this was incredibly difficult.
Sainz P2.
That's Leclerc. Charles Leclerc is today's winner. Here's the replay. Look at that. Leclerc takes first place.
There'll be celebrations tonight after a performance like that. They've done themselves and the team proud.
So that's P1 and P2. Exactly what the team wanted. And great redemption for Sainz after what happened in Jeddah. Good points indeed. That's fantastic. So Red Bull P3 and P4. Checo's got the fastest lap. Now let's wait for the rest to finish. And that was the Australian Grand Prix.
Well, this was definitely Charles Leclerc's weekend. Imagine how chuffed they must be. A podium is a real feat, and it's been accomplished in style. And the Monegasque driver certainly proved his worth with a terrific drive today. But there we see the 3 drivers with the biggest haul of points. And of course, the silverware to boot. Ferrari had a very good race, proving they're definitely a team to contend with.
I wouldn't be surprised if the team's performance today won them a lot of new fans.
After an intense weekend, the team ends in first place in the constructor standings.
Now the teams will be looking ahead to Imola, where the season progresses with the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Get ready for some fierce competition.
Okay, Ferrari 1-2. Checo's got the fastest lap. And Carlos is back in P3 in the driver standings. And we're well ahead of Red Bull in the Constructors' Championship. So that was the Australian GP. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later, guys.